Well, hello and welcome back to math class. You can see we are going to quickly be moving on through our yellow book. We are moving to lesson 6 called the order of operations. Yesterday we did exponents. If you recall, exponents look something like this. This 2 told me that I have to do 3 2 times for an answer of 9. We're going to use some exponents today in our lesson. So the first thing I would like for you to do is I'm going to write an expression right here. And I would like for you to go ahead and solve that for me. If you gave me the answer, let's see, 33, you have given me the incorrect answer. If you gave me the answer 19, you are correct. Let's see how we solve these problems. We're going to do something called order of operations. Order means we have to do things in a certain order to solve these problems. You will notice we have 3 problems down here that we are going to solve, but we have to use order of operations. Well, what I'd like for you to do is I want to help you remember that order, and some of you may have heard this phrase before. Over in this empty spot, I would like for you to write the word please. And across from the word please, I would like for you to write the word parentheses. Please and parentheses. The next line I would like for you to write the word excuse. And excuse is going to stand for what we did yesterday, and that was called exponents. Okay, the next part to our saying is, I want you to come over here and I want you to write the words my and then the word dear. And we're going to write M is for multiply, and D is going to be for divide. We'll go ahead and I'll highlight my M, D, M, and D. And the last part of our saying I want you to write is Aunt Sally and that is going to be to add and subtract. Oh, looks like I need to change my writing utensil. All right, and I will put here all right, so if you need to pause the video so that you can get caught up, please do so. So what we're saying is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please stands for parentheses first. Excuse stands for exponents. My dear stands for multiply and divide. Aunt Sally stands for add and subtract. I'm going to explain to you why I have multiply and divide on the same line as we move through our problems. Let's go ahead and start problem number 1. So in order to solve this problem, some of us would want to do 4 plus 2 is 6 times 7 is 42. And if you gave me the answer 42, you would be marked wrong. We have to follow our order, which is parentheses. No parentheses. Let's see, do we have any exponents? Nope, no exponents. Multiplying and dividing. Oh, yep, sure enough, I have some multiplying here. Let's go ahead and put a box around that. What is 2 times 7? 2 times 7 happens to be 14. Now, what do? We write down everything else that is left in our problem. Now we have 14 plus 4, which most of us know happens to be the answer, 18. All right, let's try the next problem. All right, parentheses. Nope, no parentheses. Exponents? Nope. Oh, multiplying, divide. Well, here's multiply and here's divide. But because they're in the same line, what that means is I do whichever one comes first. What comes first? 36 divided by 3. What is 36 divided by 3? It's 12. Copy everything else down. What is 12 times 4? 12 times 4 is 48. All right, great. Let's do our last one. Parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiplying and, oh, yep, we've got a multiplying right here. What is 5 times 2? 10. Copy everything else down. We now have 20 minus 10. 20 minus 10 happens to be a final answer of 10. All right, let's go and turn our page over to our next problem. So if I can get my book here. All right, so we're not going to answer the questions that are right here because we're actually going to do the questions as we solve the problem. So let's go ahead and look at our problem. Once again, remember, what's the saying? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. All right, parentheses, nope, exponents right here. So let's go ahead and do that first. What is 9 squared? 9 squared, remember, means 9 times 9. So that's 81. And yes, we need to copy down everything else. Next. Parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiplying and dividing. Oh, I've got both of them right here. Which one do I do first? Well, start at the beginning of the problem. I do the one that I come to first, which happens to be right here. Can you guys solve for me 81 divided by 3? What is 81 divided by 3? All right, you're right. 81 divided by 3 is 27. Yeah, let's sit here and do the easy part of copying. All right, next. Parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiply, we've got to multiply right here. We have 27 times 2. What is 27 times 2? It is 54. Let's go ahead and copy everything else. And boy, look how big our problem started off with, and now we're working down. Okay, no parentheses, no exponents, no multiplying, dividing. We have adding and subtracting. We're going to do what comes first. What is 4 plus 54? 58. Copy everything else down. We now have 58 minus 2, which happens to give me the answer of 56. Very good. All right, well, let's go ahead and look at a couple more problems here on the bottom of our page. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please, parentheses. Nope. Yeah, let's see. We don't have parentheses. Do we have any exponents? Right here. What is 5 squared? 5 times 5 is 25, not 10. Copy everything down. What are we going to do next? According to, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Looks like we're going to be doing some multiplying next. 25 times 3 is 75. We now have 90 minus 75. What is 90 minus 75? Maybe we should put it over here and subtract here. Looks like our final answer is 15. Okay, why don't you go ahead and see if you can solve number 5 for me, and then we will check it. Go ahead and pause your video and see if you can solve that problem for me. Okay, well, let's see if you did it right. You had to do your exponents first. I hope you guys all remembered that means 4 times 4 times 4, which happens to equal 64. Copy everything else down. Hopefully then you guys knew that the next problem you had to do was multiplying. 8 times 2 is 16. Copy everything down. And the last thing you had to do was you had to add these two together. And if you added those two together, your final answer is 80. Okay, great. Let's move on to a story problem here. The story problem says, consider a family of 4 that goes to a soccer game. The tickets are $5 each, and the mom also buys a soft drink for $2. Write an expression. All right, well, let's see. There are 4 people, and each person has to pay $5, right? So that would be 4 people times $5. Now, the mom wants to buy a soft drink, and it looks like it's a soft drink for one person, so only one soft drink. All right, can you solve this problem to tell me how much will this outing cost? Well, parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiplying and dividing, here we go. What is 4 times 5? 20. Copy everything down. Oh, we now have adding and subtracting. So we found out the answer is $22 for this outing. But what if we change the scenario here? What if we said the family goes to the game just as before, but each of the family members now wants a drink? Each family member. Well, that means each family member is going to pay $5 for a ticket and $2 for a drink. So each person is $5 for their ticket and $2 for a drink. But that means for each person, which means we have to take it times 4 people. How would I solve this problem with parentheses? Parentheses. Well, let's look up here. Parentheses would be this first. What's inside the parentheses is 5 plus 2, which is 7. Copy everything down. What's 4 times 7? We found out the final cost this time is $28. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stop right there. Tomorrow we're going to do some more with order of operations. We're going to have something called double parentheses tomorrow. So I will look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.